Aya Wilson echoes Kobe Bryant's mantra after surpassing 3x WNBA champions' historic record versus dream. 8 years into her W career, Aya's resume already reads like a legend's. She's got 3 MVPs, 2 WNBA championship rings, 7 All-Star appearances, and a pair of Olympic gold medals. That's something most players could only dream of, but Aya isn't done just yet. She's now after a 3rd championship and a 4th MVP. Yet, if you ask her what fuels the fire, it ain't just her unmatched skill set. Surprisingly, it's a spark Kobe Bryant ignited in her heart years ago. On Wednesday night, after dropping 34 points with 10 rebounds to lead the Aces to an 81-75 win over the Dream, Aya became the first player in WNBA history to record the most 30-point games before turning 30 years old. When asked how she felt after the milestone, she leaned on Kobe Bryant's words, "Oh good man. It's, look what Kobe say, rest at the end, not the middle. So we're going to keep going with it." That mantra seemed fitting, as it was her dominance that fueled the Aces' 12th straight victory and lifted them into sole possession of 2nd place in the W's standings. It all came in the 3rd quarter, where the Dream's offense collapsed under Las Vegas' suffocating defense. Atlanta shot just 2 for 19 in the frame, while Wilson personally took over with 8 straight points, including back-to-back threes, sparking a decisive 15-0 run. Fruitful position yet, she's not stopping. But this ain't the first time Wilson has powered her run with the help of a mantra that Kobe himself borrowed from his high school English teacher. It was only in 2016, while accepting an Icon Award at the ESPYs, that he discussed it. And ever since, it's been helping Wilson out. Even last year during the Olympic campaign, she relied on it. "It's actually my phone screensaver," Kobe said, "rest at the end, not in the middle, and that is something that I really approached this year with," she revealed last year to Megan Armstrong for Uproxx. At that time, the Aces were 16-8, and the US was about to begin its Olympic campaign. But as she said, she did. "I just keep telling myself, rest at the end, not in the middle. I just keep playing and I keep pushing through. Trying to push through these walls so that I can push through them for my teammates." By the end of the year, she won her 3rd WNBA MVP and became only the 2nd unanimous MVP in the league, receiving all 67 votes. She even topped the league as the 2024 peak performer for points per game with her 26.9 average. But what we see today is just a pinch of the mentality Wilson borrowed from her role model. When she met Kobe and his daughter Gigi for the first time back on May 26, 2019, she knew it was an incredible moment. That moment there was just incredible because you're talking about someone that is the GOAT of basketball. Someone that you would hope that you could get a pinch of his mentality, his mindset in order to be great, Wilson told Marie Claire after being named their sports cover star last year. And she did just that, got a pinch of his mindset and applied it to her game. Now she's defying all odds and is in the run to become the only player across the W to have 4 MVP titles. But can she do so? Even Aces HC can swear by Aya's dominance. Aya Wilson is one of the rare stars who stick to a single team for their growth. So far, she started 271 games out of 263 for the Aces. Every game you see her perform, she's getting even better. It's not just us who believe it, but HC Becky Hammon, who admitted it in the last press conference after a win against the Chicago Sky. She'll do something almost every game where it's like, "Ooh, that was nasty." Where it's just so demonstrative. Some of her blocks are so physically dominant. I equate it to like a posterized dunk in the men's game. Like, it just gets people on their feet. How demonstrative some of her blocks are. She can guard 1 through 5, HC shared in a post-game press conference after a win against the Sky. Do we need proof? Averaging 23.1 points this season, she stands 2nd in the points table, only behind Nafisa Collier. But that's not all, as she also brings 10.1 rebounds and a league-high 2.2 blocks per game this season. Now with just 4 games remaining, it makes sense why nearly 25% of WNBA GMs were sure that she would snatch it again this year. And that was their prediction before the beginning of the